Sir, my equipment and personal effects have been stowed in full accordance with Transport Code Section 2. If I may say so again, sir, it is truly an honor to be selected for Havoc Squad.
You're only here because of General Garza.
Well, I am here, so we might as well both make the best of the situation. I intend to begin reviewing and memorizing all relevant dossiers and intelligence reports on our assignment immediately. If I discover any points of confusion or areas where I believe I can contribute, I'll submit a full 587B report.
Forget the reports. If you want to tell me something, just tell me.
If you wish, sir. Excuse me, sir. May I have a moment of your time?
Thrill me, Dorne. What do you want?
As a condition of my service in the Republic military, Personnel Division requires that I report regularly on my activities. However, my Havoc Squad missions are classified and cannot be shared with Personnel Division. I'd like to ask if you would vouch for me when I report in.
I don't have all day. Make it fast.
Yes, sir. We'll use the ship's secure holocommunicator. Captain Kalor, this is Elara Dorne, personnel number 22795, reporting in per Regulation 449.
Please, Elara, you don't have to give me the full rundown every time. I know who you are. How are things?
Well enough, sir. Allow me to introduce you to the commander of Havoc Squad, my new CO. Sir, this is Captain Kalor, Army Personnel Division.
I know this is all part of the job, Captain, but we have places to be.
I'll try to keep this short. Tell me about being in the top squad in the Republic, Elara. You must be keeping very busy.
I'm sorry, Captain, but you aren't authorized to know about Havoc Squad's activities. My CO will have to vouch for me from now on.
What? Elara, I don't want to be a hard case, but rules are rules. This top-secret junk won't fly.
Don't try to push us, desk jockey. It won't end well.
Are you insane? You're actually threatening me? Just carry on, Elara. We'll talk about this after I've had a word with my superiors. Kalor out.
I wasn't expecting him to react so strongly. Surely he didn't expect me to report on classified information.
You can't expect much out of a soldier who doesn't even fight.
I have to disagree. Wars are won as much through organization as combat success, and specialists are needed for both. If you'll excuse me, sir, I have several matters to attend to. Thank you for your time. Sir, I feel I owe you an apology. After we spoke with Captain Kalor, I was unnecessarily curt with you. You've been very supportive. That hasn't always been the case with Republic personnel I've dealt with since defecting.
People have a hard time forgetting what the Empire has done to us.
I wouldn't expect anyone to forget. But I didn't do any of those things. People distrust me as soon as I speak. They only hear my accent. Even when I'm not a potential spy, I'm a resource. Endless questions about Imperial culture, personnel, military procedures. It's exhausting.
Are you trying to say you regret switching sides?
Of course not. I apologize. I shouldn't let such things frustrate me. Mistrust and inconvenience are a small price to pay for a clear conscience. I don't regret defecting to the Republic at all. Despite my past, I was allowed to join the military, earn commendations and serve in the Republic's most elite squad. I'm very fortunate.
If that's all, Dorne, I need to get back to work.
Of course, sir. Thank you for your time. Sir, I wondered if I might ask a personal question about the former Havoc Squad member's defection. What was it like to have your commander and comrades join the enemy? How did you feel?
I would have torn them apart with my bare hands if I could have.
An understandable reaction. I've always wondered how my family took the news of my defection. It must have been difficult for them to understand.
Well, that part of your life is over. Focus on the present.
That's easier said than done. Members of the Dorne family have served with distinction in the Imperial military for generations. It's an important family tradition. It isn't easy to reach prominence in the Empire with no aptitude for the Force, but my family did it. I hope they're all still well.
You betrayed the Empire. Your family probably paid the consequences for it.
I'm sure they suffer under surveillance now, just as I do. But I doubt anyone was executed. The Empire may be a harsh place, but it's rarely as irrational as you assume. If I may say so, sir, you've had quite an impressive career. You're the commander of the most elite squad in the entire Republic. You must be quite proud.
I want to command thousands of men, not just one squad.
I should think serving as commander of Havoc Squad would allow you first choice of many command positions in the long run. I remember when I first enlisted and qualified for medical specialization. My brother Aleksei completed his technical specialization on the same day. We were both proud to finally serve in the Imperial military. My brother advanced quickly, but I became disillusioned as time went on.
I don't see how anyone could serve the Empire for long.
Cultural indoctrination is a powerful force. The Imperial military was supposed to stand for honor and discipline, but my superiors discarded those concepts any time a Sith asked it. I'd always been taught that the Jedi and the Republic were genocidal hypocrites, but the only brutalities I witnessed were committed by my own comrades.
How can anyone believe such obvious lies?
Given the right point of view, anything can be rationalized. I'm just glad I could see things for how they really were. I raised my concerns with my superiors, but they only questioned my resolve. Soon, I would have been forced to prove my loyalty by carrying out orders directly against my conscience. I chose to defect instead.
I hope you took out some other imps in the process.
I thought it best to simply slip away unnoticed during a night patrol. I surrendered to the first Republic patrol I came across and declared my intention to defect. That was over 3 years ago. It's strange to realize how long it's been. The Republic truly feels like my home now. Sir, I need to speak to you immediately. I've received a strange holomessage that appears to bear Imperial signal codes. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted you present to supervise and confirm that I'm not engaged in secret communications with Imperial personnel.
How could the Imperials send a message to you?
I don't have the slightest idea. It should be impossible. Let's find out what this is all about.
Elara, it's me, Aleksei. I hope you're well. It's been a long time.
Aleksei? Sir, this message is from my brother. I don't know what to say.
You're telling me you had nothing to do with your brother contacting you?
Of course not. I haven't spoken with Aleksei since well before I defected. I have no idea how he could have sent this.
I'm sorry to contact you like this, but I need your help. My men and I, we're as good as dead. We're on Nar Shaddaa. We were caught tampering with one of the Hutt's operations. We never dreamed the slugs would have so much security. These Hutts are Imperial allies, Elara. There is no rescue team. We'll be disavowed and left to die. Please. You're my only hope now.
We can't help Imperial personnel, Elara.
There is no regulation against assisting the enemy so long as they aren't acting against Republic interests. I believe I can bring him to our side. I know my brother better than anyone. I can convince him to defect. Perhaps it's best if I see to this matter alone, sir. Aleksei will be much easier to convince if he doesn't feel outnumbered.
If your brother won't flip, you'll bring him in as a prisoner. Understood?
Yes, sir. Coordinates are included at the end of the message. I'll prep my gear for search and rescue. The operation was a complete success, sir. Per Code 23 of the Enemy Interaction Guidelines, Aleksei officially defected to the Galactic Republic. Given the circumstances, we didn't have much time to catch up, but I have my brother back. Thank you for allowing me to help him.
I did you a huge favor here. Don't forget it.
I don't think I could ever forget something like this, sir. Hopefully Personnel Division will allow me to stay in contact with Aleksei. Not privately, of course, and help guide him through the defection process. I should start compiling notes for him. Thanks again, sir. Sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but I've received a troubling message from Captain Kalor, my supervisory officer from Personnel Division. He ordered me to contact him immediately. I hoped you could join me for the conversation.
Kalor really needs to give this up.
Hopefully, he's decided to approach our situation more rationally. Captain Kalor, this is Elara Dorne, personnel number 22795, reporting in per your request.
Always the whole mess, every time. Anyway, yes, thank you for returning my call, Elara. It's about this whole situation with your brother. You did a great job, obviously, but people are starting to think you have more information than you're sharing.
Havoc Squad doesn't have time for your pointless accusations.
I'm sorry you feel that my job is pointless, but it's still my job. Elara, if you have information you'd like to share, I think this would be a good time for you to come in.
I appreciate the offer, but I have no further information of value to you.
Suit yourself. I have work to do. Kalor out.
He's still demanding more. After everything I've done, what do I have to do to prove myself?
We've got more important things to do right now.
Yes, sir. I could stand to think about something else for a while. Sir, I need your approval to requisition some supplies for my medical kit. I've categorized the items by relative priority. Everything fits within our allotment under Supply Code 18, but items near the bottom of the list can wait if necessary.
I don't care what you requisition, Dorne.
I'll take that as your approval. Thank you, sir. We're fortunate to be serving in Special Forces. We get priority when requesting supplies like these. I've heard that regular army units must now wait several weeks to receive high-demand items. Increased hostilities are taking their toll.
I want Havoc Squad fully supplied at all times, Dorne. Whatever it takes.
Yes, sir. I'll do everything I can. I'm still quite concerned about Captain Kalor and his accusations, sir. If Personnel Division thinks I'm withholding information about the Empire, they can continue hounding me under Security Regulation 15. I think if men like Kalor had their way, I'd be locked in a room reciting the minutiae of Imperial culture until the end of time.
I won't let them do that to you, Elara.
Thank you. I truly appreciate everything you do for me. I do sometimes wonder if I'm being unfair, though. I'm one of the only people in the Republic with extensive knowledge of Imperial culture. Perhaps I have a responsibility to do what few others can, even if it's not what I'd like to be doing.
Focus on the job at hand. The rest will sort itself out.
As you wish, sir. I'm afraid I have another requisition form that requires your attention, sir. Our shipboard rations have fallen somewhat below the levels outlined in Code 18, and the Quartermaster Corps restocking estimate is currently 9 weeks. As an alternative, I'd like to supplement our food stores with products from public sources. Real food, as Jorgen would say, but commanding officer approval is required.
Do whatever you want, Dorne. This stuff isn't worth my time.
Very well, sir. Sir, I have excellent news. I've secured permission for us to use Form 859RA for our after-action reports, instead of the older 859R.
I can't believe you're actually excited about something like this.
It's more efficient. Completion times will go down by at least 1/6. This should result in a cumulative time savings of more than 90 minutes within 4 weeks. It should be quite pleasant. We've been through quite a bit, haven't we, sir? Since I joined Havoc Squad, I've seen more combat and performed more medical treatments than in my entire career beforehand. I've learned a great deal.
Are you gunning for a promotion or something?
No, sir. I'm merely expressing how much I've benefited from my time here. I couldn't be prouder to be a part of Havoc Squad. I'm serving the Republic and becoming a better soldier and medic every day. And I have you to thank for it all. Most officers would never have given me this chance, but you did. Thank you.
I just picked you for your looks. The skills are a bonus.
Very funny. Enough talk. Let's put some of this experience to work, shall we? Sir, there is a very important matter that requires your immediate attention. Kazi Brandy, aged 30 years. One of the few personal effects I brought with me when I defected. I waged a veritable war to have it returned once my legal status was established. It's all but impossible to find in Republic space. I want you to have it.
I never took you for much of a drinker, Elara.
I'm no great cantina patron, perhaps, but I can enjoy a fine spirit over dinner or some light reading just as much as the next person. You've been a fine commander and a very good friend to me. A token of appreciation seemed quite overdue. Don't hesitate to share if you should decide to open it. Sir, I was wondering if you've received any messages from Captain Kalor recently. I've not heard anything since the situation with Raidu. I'm a bit concerned, to be honest.
I guess Kalor finally gave up his idiotic crusade.
The man is determined. I can't believe he's given up. I attempted to contact him for my standard activity report, but I was told that he's out of the office on an important assignment. I can't help but wonder if I'm a part of that assignment. I don't look forward to finding out.
I won't tolerate Kalor interfering with my squad again.
Perhaps it won't come to that. We have enough to deal with as it is. I shouldn't be thinking about problems that may not exist. Sorry to trouble you, sir. Let's just get back to work. Sir, I was just going over a research article I've been writing for the Armed Forces Medical Science Journal. I'm a bit nervous about it, actually. I've never had an article published in the journal. It's quite prestigious.
Why is this journal thing so important?
It's the preeminent source of literature on medical techniques and technologies for military personnel. Cutting edge. I may not hear back for some time. There's quite a bit of writing in the medical field at the moment. One of the side effects of wartime. I'll just have to wait and see. Sir, I'm afraid I need to request a brief leave of absence. It's Kalor. He's attempting to exploit a loophole in Investigative Appeals Process subsection 4 in order to reopen his inquiry without new cause.
I think it's time to introduce that scumbag to the roomier end of an airlock.
That won't be necessary. I'm not going to give Kalor the time to carry his supposed investigation any further. I'm going to Coruscant. I have every message, every report, every call recorded. It's time to demonstrate to Kalor's superiors exactly what his supposed service to the Republic has accomplished.
Whatever you're going to do, just be sure you keep it short.
I intend to. I'll return as quickly as possible. Sir, I am ordered to report that I, Elara Dorne, personnel number 22795, am no longer classified as a person of concern. The Personnel Division of the Army of the Galactic Republic has declared that I am to be treated as a fully protected legal citizen, effective immediately.
It's about time we put this junk behind us.
I couldn't agree more. Kalor never saw it coming. When I exercised my right under Service Code 1 to an immediate personnel hearing, he was literally speechless. I demonstrated documentation for every moment of his pointless investigation. Once the man-hours and expenditures were totaled, it came to thousands of credits wasted in wartime.
That kind of waste at a time like this is treason in my book.
Military law does stipulate that charges of treason can be drawn for systematic misuse of resources. Kalor's final tally didn't quite cross that threshold, however. I still can't believe this day has finally come. The suspicion, the reservations, the endless questions. They've been a part of my life for so long. But no more. I am a citizen of the Galactic Republic.
There will still be people who won't hear anything but your accent.
Let them waste their time with doubts. I'll waste no more of mine. I've never felt prouder to be serving the Republic. Let's return to the front lines. I want to go back to doing my part.
I could use a good scrap myself.
I'll prepare my equipment, sir. Sir, the journal published my article. I've already received dozens of holo-messages from medical officers and units across the galaxy. I never expected such a positive reaction.
Did you get anything for this? Credits, maybe?
Certainly not. I would never have learned so much if you hadn't brought me onto the squad. I really owe you a tremendous debt, sir. Thank you. Truly. Tell me, sir, do you think you'll have children someday? I can only imagine the young soldiers and commanders you would raise. Future defenders of the Republic, one and all.
There's no way I'm ever going to have children.
No? You would be an excellent father. I could even tutor them for you. Medicine, biology, Republic and military legal terminology.
What if they don't become soldiers, or doctors, or lawyers?
Well, whatever they choose to do in life, I'll be glad to do whatever I can to help them. Anyway, we have plenty of work to do in the here and now. Let's get to it.